on. So the worst thing happened, and man, I can't even hold up. Oh, and I ended up throwing my back out, like bad. It locked up on me. And the thing is, it's never happened before. I go to the chiropractor often. Come on. Then I get adjusted. The only thing is like two things. I did two things. I was the pallbearer at my buddy's funeral. And then Father's Day morning, all I did was I drove one T-post in the ground and got some cattle panel and trellised up my loofah. Yeah, got a birdie hen. And guess who put eggs underneath it? Good old Zoe. And Wade. But, so, I told him we'll let them see. We'll see what happens. And maybe we'll hatch some babies. I've been out of work for a while. It's loosening up, but it's still tight. So I've been going to a physical therapist kind of person that does a lot with muscles and per work, so I can get paid for being out of work. I had chores to do, and it was hard to do them. I mean, feeding the animals. We've got potatoes we need to get out of the ground. I've got grass I need to cut, especially in the backyard. It's getting thick. But I haven't been able to do it. I hadn't even been able to be out in my garden and check for hornworms. And we've been out here during the day some. I sit in my chair. That blue chair right there. It's one of those gravity chairs. I think it's been more comfortable than like the couch or anything for me. And so we've been out here during the day some. Luckily, Chassie has helped me, of course. She's been very helpful. Having someone who has your back, literally, has been wonderful. And I can't thank her enough for just taking on the extra duties on top of what she already does. It's been very helpful. But I always say I'm out here today, holding a camera, doing stuff. It is a little tight, but I'm going to take my time. One of the other points I wanted to get to is like, what do you do when you have to do work? You have to be in the garden. Like, the garden stuff doesn't stop just because you're hurt. So really, it's just like, take your time. Go slow. And that's what we're going to do with our potatoes over here. I'm literally just going to be on my hands and knees, going slow, not trying to overdo myself because I definitely don't want to throw it out. It's just weird. It's just odd that I threw my back out. And I mean, I guess I'm just getting old. I'm getting old. But same with the cucumbers. These things, I haven't been able to get to my cucumbers. So we got some decent sized ones, but then I got like two huge ones. Look at that. It's ginormous. That one. This one right there. That was not as big as this one up here. But so we just got chores we got to catch up on. Luckily, it's a pretty overcast day, so it's not gonna be too hot out here. But I'm actually gonna show you what you could do with this huge cucumber, because no one's gonna eat it. It's just not gonna have a good flavor to it. But cucumbers are really good in water for hydration, fighting bacteria, all sorts of things. So I'm not gonna put it in my water because we've already got some, but I'm gonna put it in animals' water. So now they have good fresh water, fresh cucumber water, kind of bougie. And throughout the day, they'll, like I said, the chickens will peck out the cucumbers and they'll eat those. So it's not just gonna stay in there and for very long. Yeah, so that's one way you can use your super huge cucumbers if you don't pick them in time. So one of the things too I learned is when you find like cucumbers that are misshapen and not straight, this was because the flower wasn't fully pollinated. Like, it was pollinated enough to create a fruit, but it wasn't fully pollinated, and so it creates a defect. So you see, it's like, this one looks like a little grub. Wonder if I can catch a fish with it. I mean, they're still good. It's still a cucumber. It just looked different. Back to our original scheduled service. So we're gonna pull up some of these potatoes right here, see how big they are, see if we need to keep going. I'm pretty sure the majority of them are ready to be pulled up. So just gonna take it slow, be on our hands and knees, and got my helpers out here. And you see, here's Wade.
And me.
And there's Zoe.
But Dad, I want to dig with a shovel.
Well, you gotta be careful with the shovel. You don't want to bust
Yeah, you don't want to bust potato, not tomato.
the potatoes.
Yeah.
Alright, so the ground's a little hard with that little shovel, and honestly, it was kind of hurt my back. So I got the bigger shovel, take my time again, dig a bigger spot out and lift the dirt up and see if I can't just pull them up and without hurting them. Well, we got our nice little bitty potato harvest right here. I think one of the things I've definitely learned is the fact that we probably should have built up potato mounds, a little bit softer soil. I feel like we got, I mean, they're okay. They're not big. I'm not really even sure what type they are anyways, or if they were supposed to be big, but it definitely felt like the soil was very hard, so they didn't go very deep. I did have some that formed right on top of the surface, and I put those in a different pile to become seed potatoes. And I also noticed that, like, in this area, we planted, we didn't really let them dry out before planting them, so some of them got yucky and rotted. So probably a lot of moisture, maybe a little bit of overwatering on some of them, just because of how hard this soil is. But other than that, I mean, it went pretty smooth. The kids helped me. It definitely worked out better with the bigger shovel instead of bending down. But I'm not upset with these.
No.
We're gonna do what we can with them. Some of them, you know, they got some scarred up, so we'll have to use these. I think Chastity wants to try to can them, so we did just get a canner in, a pressure canner, and I'm gonna let her work on that and learn that part, and see how that goes. So, but yeah, we're gonna get these inside now, get them washed up, and I still have more to do. Yeah, it got a little warm, even though it's overcast. It's still warm, but I get to just sit on the lawnmower for a little while and cut the grass, so that will be nice, not too strenuous on the back. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm not really sure what she's about to do with the potatoes. If she's gonna make some French fries for lunch or what. But this ain't the end. You know, we gotta have some more stuff going on throughout the day, and I'll just bring you along. So hang out while I cut some grass. I just got finished cutting some grass just in time for it to get a little sunny. You know, I was kind of hoping it was going to rain today. But one of the things I like to do when I get done cutting grass, oh God, is, you know, just put my feet in the water and hang out with my ducks. They're getting so big. We went and bought minnows the other day and put them in the water. We went up the road to JC's Outdoors, which is a local bait shop. Pretty cool little spot. Real nice people. But yeah, so it was funny watching them chase the minnows around. We had this little pot in here that we had a little ramp going in and out of the pool for them, and all the minnows would like just hide up underneath there, and then when we pick it up, just free for all. I'm definitely still in the process of trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do with them. The kids absolutely love them. They've been spending so much time out here with them, and the ducks love the kids too. They're very friendly ducks. Not very loud right now. They do peep a lot still. So I don't know. I might try to do like a. Hopefully Amos will be gone this weekend. He'll be up the hill, and then I'll take Valkyrie. I'll move her out here, and then I'm gonna have to take Thor and put him in here by himself because he's starting to get a little. Because the mama's sitting on some eggs, he's starting to get a little defensive. So we'll need him to chill out. Just since we go back there often, the kids don't need them. I'd have a hard time killing him. He's doing his job, protecting, and so I'm not mad at him. But he'll need to come out front and hang out and cool off for a little while. I'm also got some plans. Possibly I got an old trampoline frame that I might add to this and around that tree to do like a bigger outdoor area, because that little small pen, it's working great for them, but I just like for them to have more room. It's just me, it's my thoughts. But yeah, so we got Charlie and Lisa coming over. We're gonna do our podcast real quick. Charlie had the, you know what, I'll wait till they get there and we'll talk to him for just.
So I'm representing, we're on homesteading here, and usually there's two of us that do it. It's me and my friend Jesse, and Jesse unfortunately can't be with us today. But so I'm trying to hold it down for us. But with more on homesteading, it's different than most of these YouTube channels. We ask people to share a little story, something simple that didn't quite go right. But right. No harm, no foul. Just something that wasn't quite right, but something that necessarily we wouldn't tell everyone.
Yeah, so we just got finished videoing our podcast. So make sure you go on to more on homesteading and watch it. But Charlie, who'd you get to meet this past weekend?
So I had the opportunity to meet Joe Salatin, who is a very, very well-known person within the homesteading community. And he was there at the farm where you live. And when he was there, he had a bunch of his books, doing book signings, and then a bunch of his homesteaders that are also YouTubers had the opportunity to interview him individually.
That's right. And Charlie, once Charlie got to meet Joe, he interviewed him for our more on homesteading. So that clip will be in this one that we just recorded. But it was funny that I'm sure it'll be in this clip too. But Charlie was like, sat down with Joe. He's like, yeah, usually there's two of us, and he gets all calm. He's like, unfortunately, the other one couldn't be here. Like, he made it sound like I died.
But he's still with us. We didn't lose him.
The coolest thing just happened today. We got our first gift from a subscriber. They got us an incubator, which was, I believe, it was on our wish list. I haven't been on my wish list in such a long time. I have no clue what is on there. But this came in today from the mail, and I told Chastity, I said, "What did you order?" She's like, "I don't know." I'm like, "Oh Lord, how do you not know what you ordered from Amazon?" But then there was this gift stuff in here, and this gift for you note is very touching. Thank you so much. I believe it's from Aaron, and so this is amazing. Never expected it. So Zoe is super excited about it. I showed her because she wanted an incubator, and we have a broody hen, which I showed you in the beginning of this video. So now maybe we can grab some eggs and see if we can't hatch them out in-house too. So thank you again so much, Aaron. So we're just gonna finish this day off. I might have overworked myself just a little bit, so my back's feeling kind of tight. So I'm gonna relax. I got the grill going. I got some chicken. We're gonna grill some chicken thighs, some chicken breasts, and then you just saw I had those potatoes sitting in water. I'm just letting them sit there for a little bit, get some of the starch off. I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes, a little bit of onion gravy, not onion gravy, mushroom gravy to go on the mashed potatoes. So that's gonna end it. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It was a good day. Nice day. It felt good to be able to get outside and do some things. So, but yeah, things getting started up. We'll catch you in the next one.